The goal for us here today in this video is to set us up for the next trade that is going to happen the next video. But in order to trade that, you kind of need this information. So we're going to look at projects. How are they tracking? It's kind of cool. We see Sui back here, number 17. See some projects, internet ICP pumping like crazy. That is insane. That is something we could definitely follow when that changes trend. Oh, wow. Look at that graph. Crypto is such a weird place. Weekly, that is very interesting. So I think we're gonna trade ICP. I'm pretty sure. My gut from all the experience is already telling me it. That's just how it's gonna be. So let's get that up here. ICP USDT on Binance. Of course, you could find MEXC here, but the market is so big, it doesn't really matter. This is not such a small project. Okay, we have a confirmed uptrend on the daily time frame. That is very interesting, and that dip is hella scary. That dip happening on the Binance market is manipulation. That is a shakeout before the pump, getting positions liquidated so that they can extract more capital for massive insider trading that you're seeing live here. Crypto being the most toxic market in the entire world, but also the most available. And a great place for me to extract capital, and for you if you nail the strategy as well. On the weekly, what are we seeing? Of course, a down. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. We have some old trades here. That is very interesting. Such a long time ago. Holy shit. Let's head back to the daily time frame. We're not going to trade anything like this here on the weekly, but we're going to put some support and resistance levels that are probably more visible on the weekly time frame. Okay, yeah, we'll head back to the weekly. That's been a long ass while since it touched that. Support and resistance 2.8. Yep, 2.8. Great. $2.8, a support and resistance level. That's been very strong. Interesting. What do we have as a support and resistance level? That it can move sideways. Oh wow, that is many touches. I can already feel it. This is going to be a great trade. These are the opportunities we don't want to miss. $6.3 is pretty much going to be this here. We head back into the daily time frame. We see a daily time frame uptrend confirmation. We can of course put down some trend lines, get an overall feel for all of this. Did it touch up here? Almost. We can go from here instead. Yeah, doesn't work if we go from there. So let's move it into position. So we can't make any decisions based on the daily time frame. We're going to have to make them on the 4-hour time frame. We're going to have to make them in alignment with Bitcoin. And if we are smart, we can even make it in alignment with the overall global crypto market cap. But we're not going to do that right now. We're just getting aligned to make good decisions. On the daily time frame for Bitcoin, on the daily time frame for ICP, we can't do anything right now. On the 4-hour time frame, that is looking solid. This is exactly what we want to see. So look, this is how the stars are aligning. This is very important. This is how we trade extract capital. Bitcoin in a downtrend on the 4-hour time frame, Bitcoin in a downtrend on the daily time frame, Bitcoin in an uptrend on the weekly time frame, but heading towards a downtrend. We almost have 3 stars aligned already. Heading over to ICP in an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame, in an uptrend on the daily time frame, in a downtrend on the weekly time frame. Yep, I didn't even check that. I just predicted it. But overall downtrend on the weekly is down, which is gonna make sense because this is how we're gonna enter this project and extract capital. We are waiting for the switch of the 4-hour time frame, and that is when we will enter this project. How do we prepare for it? How do we get the best entry? Because right now we know exactly when we will enter, because it's when this project goes from an uptrend, which it is in right now, and we just need it to happen before Bitcoin does anything weird. But we don't know exactly when it will happen. We have some things to play with. We can see a support and resistance level here at the $6.3 level that we put here before. If it gets denied, there is a big chance that it changes from an uptrend into a downtrend on the 4-hour time frame. And that is our chance to get in and extract some capital. It could be a 10% trade. It could be a 100% trade. That is the great part, because we are moving our stop loss accordingly. This is how we need to trade this. Hope you guys are ready to get into the market. Once again, I am ready. 3K on the line. Let's get this. And I will keep you guys up to date as well as I can with the trade, with the entry, with all the decisions as I make. Thanks for watching. If you're new, just good luck, and I hope you learn a lot from these videos and from the patience and from the process. Thanks for watching. Good luck again. See you guys next time. Peace.